This is a demonstration of a Galaxy application for the sizing of an equalization basin. We will open the application and we will go to Equalization, EQ Basin Sizing, and we'll go to this revision. We select the default profile, environment-side projects, we do continue. Now, the first screen that comes up is the Influent flow data. This is the flow rate in gallons per minute. Okay? This flow rate is also shown here as the Inflow Hydrograph, which is a typical diurnal flow. You would enter your data here off of your Influent flow meter, and this is in 60-minute intervals. Okay, so we will close this, and then the next thing we need, if you have it, is the Influent VOD Profile. If you were to sample the raw sewage coming in every 60 minutes for BOD, COD, suspended solids, whatever parameter, you would have the ability to enter the data here during these time intervals, which we have done. Okay, now we have the equalization basin data. We've selected a type 1 tank. We've put in the length and the width and the max side water depth. Okay, we can go down here and we go to the equalization basin operating data. When we solve this by clicking the solve button, you'll see that we have now confirmed it's a rectangular equalization basin, and that with a 2.5 foot minimum depth we have 6,545.5 gallons. I'll move this down here, and the next question would be, what is the required basin volume, okay, for the equalization? And this is telling us that that is minus 19,000. You see in the graph, and I'll close this, you'll see in the graph that when I look at the operating levels and I look at storage, this is the typical type of curve that we use for sizing equalization basins. The blue line is the cumulative values of this. So this would be the amount of flow that came in during this period of time, and this blue line is just the sum of it. So we start off with 0 and we go up to 20,000, 40,000, and so on and so forth. The red line is automatically calculated that over the course of a day we would want to pump at this rate so that we would start out empty and wind up empty at the end of the day. The maximum difference between the red line and the blue line is the volume that we're talking about. That would be 19,856 gallons. It really is an absolute value. This will change based on this flow rate. As this curve changes, you could even have the blue line going up and under. It will still calculate it out. Okay, now, excuse me, this is your typical, all you need to do to size this. You have your storage, you have levels versus time. This would be the EQ basin level versus time based on what we're pumping out at a constant rate. You could have, we had the NQ, and here we have storage we've eliminated. So we have these abilities, and you have the ability to create a report, which we haven't done. And here you can go and you can call up the reference information that this was based on. So you have a complete package for optimizing the operation of your equalization basin.